Exclusive insight into the world of Badger athletics. This is Wisconsin Huddle. Here's Andrew Banstra.
Welcome into Cousin Subs right here next to UW-Madison's campus. I'm Andrew Banstra with WISC TV. Thrilled to be joined by Kirsten Simms, a two-time national champion for Wisconsin women's hockey. Kirsten, thank you so much for taking the time to join us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm super excited.
Absolutely, and this is the Wisconsin Huddle, where, as always, we start with a game we like to call Two Truths and a Lie, or in this case, 2 goals and a whiff. So Kirsten is going to pretend like all 3 of these things are true, but you guys aren't going to know which one is the lie. So we'll start here. Michigan, of course, a very good state when it comes to hockey, but you didn't always grow up dreaming of being a Spartan or even a Wolverine. You grew up dreaming of coming here to Wisconsin.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, that was my dream school since I was a kid, so.
The second truth, because all 3 of these things, of course, are true, is that we know you do well on the ice, and that doesn't just come to hockey. It also happens in curling. You were a bit of a curling legend growing up, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's something you try and get into, and Michigan's such a winter state, too, so I think it helps with the game of hockey as well.
And it's an absolutely thrilling sport. The puck and the ice, they just translate so well to each other. The third of our truths, we mentioned that you're a 2-time national champion. Well, in each of those national title games, Kirsten scored a game-winning goal. Mind you, she's only played in a couple of years here at Wisconsin, 2 of those being national titles. And of course, she scored the game winner in each of those.
Yeah, no, it's pretty incredible, and I think it's a testament to the teams I've been on too. So, I mean, I think telltale is just how good the program's been since I've been here.
So either that is the lie, or she is as humble as we would imagine. So the test is going to be for you in our live audience, and you at home, which one of those is the lie? Michigan, we hear. You are from Michigan, right?
I am from Michigan,
okay,
yes.
We can confirm that. There's absolutely no question about that. So is it the game-winning goals, or is it the fact that you were a curler?
It's the fact that I was a curler.
That's the lie. Okay, so you did not curl. Michigan known for its curling. Madison known for its curling. We've had some Olympic winners, and we'll talk a little bit more about the Olympics. But first, let's talk about some of the incredible things you've done over the course of your career, starting with those 2 game winners. And your most recent game winner that you had over Ohio State last year, 17 seconds left in the game, the Badgers trailing, and then what happened?
We were down, I think it was, 3-2 with 18.9 seconds left. And
to be exact.
Yeah, to be exact. I got that too exact. So, and then one of their players covered the puck in the crease, and so we ended up getting rewarded a penalty shot. And at that point in time, it's like the whole infamous coach doing the who wants it thing, and my arm went up. Then obviously the overtime one, that one was a little bit more of a blackout, but the one that really sits with me is the penalty shot, just because of how much our team came together as a group in that moment, and I think it just showed what we had as a group throughout the entire season.
Obviously, Wisconsin is just chock full of incredible players. Patty Kazmaier Award winner right next to you, and your teammates are saying it should be you, and you raised your hand. It was that simple, right?
Yeah, I can't say it was that simple, but I mean, I definitely, obviously, we have so many talented players that could have scored in that moment. Like, through our entire roster, it could have been them, but the girls know that I love that kind of stuff, and I have fun doing that kind of stuff when we're just at practice. So they're like, this is what you're made for, this is your thing, and this is where you thrive. So.
And needless to say, Kirsten scored on the penalty shot, and then in overtime scored the game winner. That is stuff of legends, and that's just one of many chapters in a legendary career that is still going at Wisconsin. We'll dive more into that when we come back to the Wisconsin Huddle. Welcome back into Cousin Subs right here in Madison. I'm Andrew Banstra, joined by Kirsten Simms, who has a legendary career that's still ongoing as a member of the Wisconsin women's hockey team. This is the Student Athlete Story segment presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. The call has been answered many times by Kirsten Simms, and we're going to talk about a couple of those times that you've answered the call in this week's version of the Badger Blind Rank. So it's been a heck of a career. Let's begin where it all started. Your freshman year, you're playing Ohio State. Only one goal was scored in that national title game, and it was you. Where would you rank that 1 through 5?
I know there's some bigger moments that have happened, whether it's me scoring it or like a team thing that's happened with us, so I'm going to have to put it around probably 3.
Let's go next to the fact that you scored a game winner in overtime in the 2024 Worlds. It wasn't a championship game. You've done that many times, but it was against Canada, and that's a pretty big rivalry, USA and Canada. Where would you rank that?
Yeah, that one's pretty special. I mean, obviously it's super cool because that was my first World Championship too with USA, and then my first time playing Canada in a World Championship, and so when I got that opportunity as the new player on the team and stuff to get to go out there in overtime and then you finish it like that too, I mean, obviously it was pretty special. So I'll put that too, but I still know what's above that one. So
let's just get it out of the way. As a junior, you scored a game-tying goal in the national title game, and then you scored the game winner in overtime. Where does that rank? 1, 4, or 5?
No, 5. No, I'm kidding. It's definitely 1, and I mean, I think that's more so too just the group we had last year was unbelievable. Like, we were such a talented group from start to finish, and so for us to come out on top, especially in a very adverse game that we had to go through, like, we were down until literally the last second. So, I mean, obviously it's super special win with that team just as a whole because we were such a close group.
The one year that you played that you didn't win a national title, you led the nation in scoring. I mean, as a sophomore, that's just absolutely incredible.
All right, I'm going to have to probably put that one 5 just because we didn't come out on top that year, so I think that's the biggest thing. But
and we haven't mentioned the fact that Kirsten is an Olympian coming up this year. In less than a month, Team USA will play in Italy in the Olympics. Where would you rank that? And you've only got 4 left. I guess the better question is, would you have had it in a different spot given another opportunity?
I mean, yeah, I think I'd have to have that. 1 and 2 are interchangeable. I mean, that's, like I said, with Wisconsin, obviously that national championship was the most special thing that's happened to me, and I think about it all the time, and it's my motivation this year with the group to get another one and all those things. But then as a personal dream and goal, I mean, that's something I've been dreaming of since I was a kid, since I was literally put on skates, was to do the things that are coming this way and stuff and be able to go to the Olympics.
She's done incredible things on the ice, but that Olympic stuff, we've got to talk about that a little bit more. We'll do that when we come back.
You're watching Wisconsin Huddle.
Welcome back into Cousin Subs. This is the Wisconsin Huddle. I'm Andrew Banstra, thrilled to be joined by Kirsten Simms, a member of Team USA in this year's Winter Olympics. How do you find out, and what's your emotion like?
Yeah, I mean, we got a call on, I think it was like the day before the roster came out. They just called down the line of all the girls that were in the pool and whatnot. So honestly, you don't really know what's going to happen on that call. Like, it could go either way. And then obviously when I was told the very exciting news, I was in shock, and even talking about it now, I'm still in shock. Like, it hasn't fully sunk in yet. And so, I mean, obviously it's a dream come true, and I still can't even put into words or find the right words to talk about it because, like, it gives me chills even thinking about it, because this is something that I've been wanting since I was 4 years old, and to actually have it now right in front of me is truly incredible. And I mean, obviously it's even more special that I get to do it with 3 of my teammates at Wisconsin as well. And I always love talking about this. Like, me and Layla have known each other since we were 10 years old, and we have talked, like, dreamt about this together, about making the Olympics together. And so that's truly super special that I get to do it alongside her, and then obviously the other girls on my team as well that made it. But like I said, it's a surreal feeling, and I was literally shaking after the call when I called my parents, and I remember just being emotional and just so excited, and was literally like, I'm going to the Olympics. Like, saying that to my parents was honestly the coolest moment ever, because you dream of that as a kid, and then when it's your reality, it's truly incredible.
What does this process look like? So have you guys worked together as a team just as the Olympic roster? Obviously, you've done many things with Team USA on the world's level, and then we'll get into kind of what it looks like for the end of the Wisconsin season. But are you in communication with them? Have you met as a roster, or does that not happen until you get to Italy?
Yeah, so we've had a few camps since start of August, which has just had a player pool of, it was like 30 girls. And so obviously 23 go to the Olympics, but it started with 30, and we were with each other for a week in August, a week in September, October, November, and December. It's been obviously a lot and a lot of stress, but it's been super fun at the same time, because I always say this too, like, I love hockey, so if you get to put hockey that much in front of me, I mean, I'll do it every single day if you ask me to. So yeah, it's been awesome, but it's been cool to get those different touch points and still get to come back here. And
you go to the Olympics, and then you come back for hopefully your third national title. Have you thought at all about, you mentioned it's a lot of hockey, but what that's going to be like and how maybe strange it's going to be away from your team and then come back? What might that be like?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be different, but I mean, I think we have such a great roster and so much depth on our roster that you're not even going to notice. Like, I mean, we're so talented again this year, and there's just depth through each line, each D pair, goalies, whatnot. So, I mean, they're going to be incredible, and yeah, it's going to be different. It's going to be fun to watch them too while we're there and stuff, and keeping up with that. But then also, like you said, when we get back, it's time to go to work again and time to go for that back-to-back.
The togetherness of this Wisconsin women's hockey team is something that does not need to be questioned, whether they're in Italy for the Olympics or here in Madison. But we're going to put Kirsten's knowledge of her teammates to a whole different test when we come back to Wisconsin Huddle. Welcome back into Cousin Subs. I'm Andrew Banstra. Thrilled to be joined by Kirsten Simms with Wisconsin Women's Hockey. This is the Wisconsin Huddle, and this is Scroll Patrol. We're going to show you 4 Instagram posts. The catch here is that the name of the person who made the post, the picture of the person who made the post, it's all going to be hidden. All you can see is the caption. And in Scroll Patrol, we're going to see if you can guess, based on the caption, which one of your teammates made these posts. So I'll give you one hint. One of them is you. So I think you hopefully should be able to guess that. But Instagram captions, I don't know. You don't think about them too much, right?
They're all jumbled.
Yeah, you just put them out there. So to get us started in Scroll Patrol, the caption from this disguised Wisconsin women's hockey player is, "Not to be dramatic, but I need every Taylor Swift song injected into my veins." I think you probably know who made that.
Yeah, I don't think this one's very disguised. If you ask me, it's definitely Lacey. And once you see the @Taylor Swift, I figured that one out pretty quick.
And there it is. She is quite the Taylor Swift fan.
Oh, yeah.
How deep of a Taylor Swift fan is she, for those who might not know?
Let's just say, if you know what Spotify Wrapped is, it's a 0.001% of the fans of hers. So that means she listens to her about all day, every day.
And there are a lot of Taylor Swift listeners out there. So that's saying something. This has been some niche artists. So we're 1 for 1. We can check that one off. I do think it's going to get a little bit more challenging from here. So this next one is another teammate. This is "I'm still cold," #icy spicy. 2 words that I never would have thought I would have uttered, let alone doing so on TV. Do you have any guess as to who this might be?
It's Cassie Hall.
How did you know?
Icy Spicy. It's their name, their little class of her, Lainey, and Ava Murphy. That's their little trio nickname. So
there it is.
That one gave it away.
And we can call that a easy 2 for 2. I thought that was going to be the biggest hurdle. So we're going to go on to our third picture here. It's blanked out. I think this should be the easiest one so far. The caption, "Monday always comes," #NattyChamps. Do you know who made this post?
Yeah, that's my post right there.
That's your post. That seems to be a pretty mainstay in the vocabulary of Mark Johnson.
Yep.
What does "Monday always comes" mean?
Monday always comes. I mean, no matter what you do on Friday, Saturday, we play Saturday, Sunday, Monday is coming no matter what. And so, like he said, I think in one of his interviews after that one, Monday's coming and we were bringing the Natty home to Madison. So it's just something he says literally every week. Every time a weekend series is done, it's always in the locker room. He's like, well, that's that. We did what we needed to do this weekend. Now Monday comes. So.
And that was a pretty darn special Monday.
Yeah.
3 for 3. Let's see if she can go 4 for 4 on this very next post. The caption here is, "Yeah, we play hockey, but have you seen our TikToks?" Do you have any big TikTok making teammates?
I'm going to go with KK, Harvey.
Caroline Harvey is the correct answer as we go over to this
my
picture.
gosh.
Yeah, you can tell she was young in this
Yeah,
picture.
this is a while ago. That's crazy.
The one thing that we haven't talked about is what's in store for the rest of this Badger women's hockey season when we come back.
You're watching Wisconsin Huddle. Welcome back to Wisconsin Huddle.
Welcome back into Cousin Subs, right on the corner of Park and Regent here in Madison. I'm Andrew Vanstra. This is the Wisconsin Huddle. Thrilled to be joined by Kirsten Simms, who is in search of a back-to-back national title bid with her Wisconsin Badgers. The ice has been really nice for the Badgers in your time here. 2 national titles, but how special would it be to win back-to-backs, and can this team get that done?
We're a super special group, super talented again this year. I mean, obviously we've shown it in this first half so far, and I think even more is coming in the second half. So obviously I know we have the ability to do so, and then it would just be completely incredible. I mean, there's I think like almost 9 of us in my senior class and 6 of us that have been part of the freshman group that won, and we wanted that back-to-back so bad. So I know that's huge for us going into this year, that it's our last chance to be able to do a back-to-back, and then obviously to go out with 3 would be super special.
This year's roster generally the same. You mentioned a whole lot of athletes, but returning, but you lose Casey O'Brien. How has that maybe changed the dynamic, and has that forced you to be a more maybe vocal leader? And I get the sense that's not generally an area you struggle in having, but has that changed your dynamic on the team at all?
I played with her last 2 years, and then she's obviously had incredible seasons here, and she was a huge part of our group last year, huge as in major part of our group last year. So obviously when you lose someone like that produces at that level, it's tough. But I mean, people have stepped up overall on our team and our group as a whole, and I mean, we still have girls that can put the puck in the net and do those things, and I think a lot of our freshmen, sophomores, and people have moved up and gotten older have also been able to add in those areas a lot more now too.
So we were talking in the break, and Caroline Harvey in that picture was at the Olympic Training Center, and I asked where that was, and where was it?
It was in Lake Placid, New York at the 1980 rink.
Which is absolutely unbelievable. It felt last year like it was a do you believe in miracles kind of situation, which begs the question that we will end with, that we have to talk about. How incredible is it being coached by somebody like Mark Johnson? And what is he like as a person?
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. I mean, when you take a step back and realize you're playing under Mark Johnson, it's truly incredible, because sometimes you don't really realize it because you see him every day and stuff, and you kind of forget it a little bit. I mean, you never forget it, but you don't realize like who he is and what he's done, especially because he's such a humble guy and such a nice guy. Like, he'll never talk about it. He'll never really bring it up. Like, even if you bring it up, he'll maybe say a few things but never really go on a tangent about it or anything. Like, he just cares so much about our team and our group, and he just loves hockey that it's been super cool to be around. And then
he has the most national titles of any team ever, and hopefully that number will increase this year with Kirsten's Badgers. Kirsten, thank you so much for joining us on the Wisconsin Huddle, and we always break the huddle at the end with your favorite way to break a huddle. Do you have a favorite way on any team you've been on to break the huddle?
I don't know. Honestly, we do Bucky on 3 after we do the day before a game, so I feel like that's a good one.
Let's do it. Count us down.
Bucky on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bucky. That'll do it. Thank you so much. We will see you next week.
I'm a first man. Oh, bye.